Hey Jeff, what are you doing?
Hiking Joshua Tree. Well, we have made it to California and we are on our way to explore for our first day in Joshua Tree. Now, the location we ended up stopping at is a tiny little town called 29 Palms, California, and it's sparse. We'll go with that. However, you do have to be mindful that Joshua Tree is literally across the mountainside, and the nice thing about this particular location is, one, there's a lot of RV parks. They're big, and two is that you're like an 8-minute drive from one of the entrances to Joshua Tree. So we're gonna get our Explorer on. I think we're gonna start off with Skull Rock first, do some rock crawling and some scrambling while it's cool outside. It is a brisk, hang on, let me check. It is a brisk 46 degrees right now with a high of like 70-ish right now for the day. So bundled up nice and cozy, which is also good because if you haven't been to Joshua Tree and you're gonna do some rock scrambling, the rocks are a little rough. Some other things that we bought in advance to this is some like heavy duty gloves. We wanted the fingers cut out so we can take footage without taking our gloves off each time. But what is this? But so yeah, we're gonna get going. So one other thing that you should probably remember to do for Joshua Tree is the second you get over the mountain chain from whatever city you're coming from, whether it's Palm Springs, 29 Palms, or any of the other cities that touch on Joshua Tree, you will lose service. So offline maps are a must. If you don't know how to do offline maps, it's a pretty straightforward process. You open up Google Maps, you hit your icon in the top, your little profile picture in the top right corner, then go to offline maps, select your area, and then download. You do have to have Wi-Fi for that, but it's always a good pro tip to always do this. So we're gonna stop and keep on rocking. So when you come to Skull Rock, rock scrambling, it's a giant playground. You can go with, if you have kids or you're just a big kid at heart, you can go anywhere you want here. There's no set trail, and the adventures are amazing.
really glad that we ended up bringing our gloves. Yes, you could survive without them, but it is really nice to have them. One other really good thing about these rocks, even though we do need gloves, they're really great for gripping. So if you have a good set of shoes, it'll be pretty easy to walk up and down these things.
Man, it's I wish I could describe like how it feels to be like we're next to boulders that are the size of like gymnasiums, and it's just fun. Like literally you get to be that 5-year-old kid playing on the jungle gym that you thought was so huge and so tall, and it does it to you as an adult here, which is great. Honestly, it's good to be a kid again, which is nice. Amanda's recording me, recording her. It's recordception. I think she forgets that I'm a bigger dude than she is. For those of you that don't know, this is a baby Joshua tree. So we are here in the Boulder Gardens behind Skull Rock, and it's literally, Skull Rock itself is literally 20 yards off the side of the road. So if you're coming, you want to get a picture with the skull, keep on cruising through Joshua Tree, perfect. If you want to be a kid, or if you have children that have been in the car for a long time, because it takes a minute to get here, is let them come explore. Tell them to be mindful of the cactus, because obviously we're in the desert, there's lots of pokey things. And then some other pro tips. Good shoes. I forgot to put on my hiking boots, and I already regret it, and we've been here a half an hour. Not in a bad way, just I wish I had the ankle support that I needed. Next thing, gloves. We'll throw some footage of the rocks in here, but the rocks here are jagged. Not really jagged, but they're really rough, and they do have they're multifaceted. They have a lot of things that'll bite you. If you fall down here, it's like falling down on new concrete. It does not feel good, which is why we have these. But getting here early right now is pretty great too. There's like 3 cars. People, a lot of them are just coming up to see Skull Rock. We're just exploring. And one thing you can't describe, and I know my microphone isn't gonna do a good job of it, but it is totally silent. So here's something funny. Amanda has decided to go up that rock.
I can do it.
Let's see how this plays out. I've lost my wife. I think she's part rabbit. Ow.
Excuse me. I'm going to
No lie, I just pretended to fall. My wife said, "Well, I'll miss you." Let's see how this relationship works out. Yeah. Oh, what? Huh? One thing I would consider if I was coming to Skull Rock, I would come when the sun is over on the other side. So maybe it might be better for an afternoon photo shoot. But it's still cool no matter what, right? But that way the sun's actually hitting on the skull and it's not in the shadow. Okay guys, so we just finished up the Skull Rock trail, and we're literally right across is the Skull Rock feature, and now we're going to go on the Discovery Trail to go find Face Rock. I do have to say that the Joshua trees are kind of amazing. Don't touch, kind of amazing. When you look at them, literally it's like from Whoville. So, as you can see behind us, we have the Face Rock. This trail is pretty short, it's pretty quick, and honestly, even though there's a lot of people over at Skull Rock, there's not a lot of people coming here to see Face Rock. But if you can't see it, we got like the sloping forehead, the nose, and then where the mouth would be. And it literally looks like Imhotep from the Mummy coming out of the sand. It's pretty neat. So far, I'm enjoying this park a lot. Again, as you can see, it does look like a full-on face. And ironically, it's staring directly at Skull Rock. Hopefully we can give you guys some understanding of the size of this thing. It's pretty amazing. On this side, it doesn't look so much like a face. Probably should stop walking because of the crunching of the feet, but well, we've explored Skull Rock, the Discovery Trail, Face Rock. Time to go explore some other parts of Joshua Tree. Rock Nature Trail, and we're just coming to scope it out because this is where we plan on coming to do our astrophotography tonight. Parking lot is packed, it's down the road packed. We're parked on the road as well, on the side of the road, should I say, side of the road. But we're gonna get going.
You would see this huge lizard right there. Oh, he's moving a little bit. As you can tell, it's the desert. Somebody's thirsty. Arches Rock Nature Trail. It's busy.
No matter what time, I think. I mean, probably early in the morning is fine, but
definitely by midday. Good
Yeah.
Lord.
But
the good thing is that people just kind of walk through it, take pictures, and leave. They don't actually stay to sit and watch. So
yeah, so there was definitely some surges. So when we got there was like 15 people. They were doing a full-on what sounded like photo shoot. It got actually kind of entertaining to listen to. Like, okay, hold your hair like that. Oh, anyway. But we sat there for 5 minutes, and we were the only ones there.
Yeah.
And because we sat there, we also got some cool photos of this big old lizard. And anyway, it's 2 o'clock. We're tired. We're gonna go home, let our puppies out, and then start planning dinner, and then get some sleep because we're coming back out here to hopefully capture the Milky Way behind the arch. Hopefully, and hopefully not get eaten by a coyote.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll see you guys a little bit later on tonight.